Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time watching one of my videos. Hi, my name is James, and today I'm going to be telling you guys my top tips for decorating your college bedroom or apartment, whatever you're in. So guys, it's that time of year again. Everyone's going back to college, back to school, getting into that, fall, autumn, winter season, which is my favorite season, by the way, on another note. But I really wanted to come on here and just give you guys some tips and tricks when you're decorating your bedroom, because I think it's very important to add your own personal touches to your space, especially if this is your first time moving out of home. You can get a bit homesick. It's nice to have a space to come back to after college that's warm and homely and you, especially because I'm one of the people who I like to work in a nice space. So if my space isn't decorated nicely, I find it hard to keep inspired and motivated. So it's very important to me to have a well decorated space. This isn't going to be a long video. I just want to give you some quick helpful tips. So without further ado, let's get right into this. Okay guys, so tip number one would be bed linen. Now I'd go with a neutral bed linen and buy a couple of them, so you can keep a consistent look throughout the year. So I go with maybe grey, white, beige, something neutral. I go keep it neutral with the bed linen, because then you can build upon that with throws and cushions and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so tip number two would be to get a throw blanket and cushions. I think this is the best way to add warmth and texture and even some colour and some pattern into your space, because if your bed is very neutral, your bed linen is very neutral, you can go just crazy then with the blanket and the cushions. You can clash patterns, you can clash colors, you can go really, or you can keep it just very minimal and simple as well. Whatever is your aesthetic, and this is what's so exciting about this adding layers to your space, is you can create your own vibe and a story to your space. Then tip number three would be to add art to your space. This could be not just, now listen to me when I say this, okay? I don't mean, very expensive high-end art. I mean, this could be buying some picture frames and sticking some pictures of you and your friends into them, or making your own art. Like, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, because I know as a student, it's not the most luxurious lifestyle. It's really not. It's a lot of saving, and you're broke most of the time, let's face it. So you want to save as much money as you can. So when you're looking at art for your space, maybe buy the frames but then do your art yourself. Like, you could just do like lines on a sheet and then stick into the frame, and it looks like a high-end piece of art. Or you could, if you can draw, you can draw like a picture of a leaf or something like that, like get real creative with it. And then if you can't draw and you just don't want to do your own art, you could just get pictures of your friends, you and your friends printed out, or some nice photos you've taken, and just put them into the frame. So all you'd have to buy really is the frame, and if you already own the frame, then you're sorted. Bob's your uncle. And I know you can't actually drill holes and stuff into the walls in college. That is no problem, because there's so much solutions out there now. Like these command strips. They're from they're damage free hanging. So like you literally just for them, yeah, enough comes in the packet for depending on the size of the frame. Obviously this would be like for a more larger size frame. There's enough for each one. So however much frames you have, get the same number of these, and you just stick them to the wall. They take about 5 minutes to get sorted, and they stay real sturdy as well, so they're not going to fall down on you. Tip number four would be to add a rug. Now trust me, you're going to thank me for this when the winter season comes, because when you get out of bed in the morning, you do not want to be stepping onto a cold floor. Now I don't know, some college apartments have already carpet in them, which I mean, lucky for you, but also I think that's a bit unhygienic. So and more than likely it's not going to be a very plush luxe carpet. It's going to be something very low pile, very maintainable. So it's not going to be the nicest thing to put your feet on anyway. I know my first year in college, the carpet that was in my room was very like woolen, not even that, like it was very plasticky. So it just was not comfy at all. So I definitely recommend getting a rug. And you can get rugs from like loads of different places. Like there's no shortage of that. Because trust me, when the winter months come and you hop out of bed and you go onto a cold floor, it's just not ideal. So if you have a rug, but also if you have a rug, keep your feet warm, and it'd be a nice thing to step onto first thing in the morning. But also it adds texture and warmth in the space, and it kind of gets rid of echoes as well. You just want to create a homely vibe in your room, so you're not homesick. It makes living away from home a bit easier. Tip number 5 would be to get end lamps, so like, you know, lamps for each side of your bed. Not only does it make the room look a lot more mature and sophisticated, it also adds function. So like if you're in bed, you don't want the big light on all the time, so you can just, you know, put your end lights on, and it kind of creates that, you know, relaxed kind of vibe as well. Yeah, I got end lamps when I went to college, and they're the best thing ever, you know, because not always do you want like that big bright harsh light from the ceiling light, and more than likely it's going to be a fluorescent light as well, and you do not want that. And then my final tip would be for you guys to add some decorations, so like that'd be plants, or you know, some vases or sculptures, or just anything that makes you feel happy or inspired and excited. Like this could be, it could be a quote, it could be a notice board with like pictures of your friends stuck up on it. It could be a plant that you have in the corner that just makes your time in college a bit easier. It could be anything. It could be art. Like just add as decorations that you are drawn to. Okay guys, and that's all the tips I have for you decorating your college bedroom or apartment or whatever. Let me know in the comments if you want, if you have any questions, you know, if you have any more specific questions about, you know, decorating for college and recommended sites and everything. IKEA is great for college students. Also, I mean, I would step outside that and go to H&M or Zara or something like that if you're buying cushions and bedding and stuff, because it is worth it to invest if you're going to be in college for the next 4 years. So, you know, you have them to do for the next 4 years. But if you have any other questions or concerns or inquiries, do let me know down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. But that's it for me. I really hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment and subscribe, and also don't forget to hit that little notification bell just to be notified when I upload. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.